What is up, guys? We are back with Fire Force, the Force of Fire, right? And what we have here is the peak physical male physique. Okay, showcased right here on your screen before you is Captain Obi of the 8th, just working out in the penitentiary, right? He's been captured, so all he can do is pretty much work out. Now, this is why he is so strong, and he has to be fair. He has to, because he doesn't have any powers, right? So he has to. And this is them showcasing this man's physique. Okay, that's literally all this scene was just showcasing this man's physique. All right. But in this episode, the 8th are now inbound to saving Captain Obi here. They met up with a fan favorite, or that I think is a fan favorite, one of my favorite characters. But we're going to go over some scenes, and then at the end, we're going to talk a little bit about some more stuff and give our rating of it. But the 8th is on the run, right? They're being branded as traitors, rebels, right? Captain Obi is being branded as a kidnapper who kidnapped Shinra and was holding him against his will, right? That's how he's being branded. Now, they're trying to sacrifice this man, inject him with an inferno, right? And trying to sacrifice him for the greater good that they think, right? They're going to do the whole praise the sun, Dark Souls thing, and they're going to sacrifice this man, right? So they're just going to kill him. And, they're just going to kill him. But anyone that has helped the 8th, like Princess, is also being watched, right? Probably to see if she leads them to the 8th, or if she has any suspicious movements or activities. I mean, they're not doing a really good job of watching her, because she noticed them here. Let me see if I can get to that scene where she just noticed these dudes just chilling on his car over here. Maybe not, but either way, she notices these dudes that are just like chilling. These guys right here. Look at him. He's looking right at her. not even trying to hide it. He's looking right at her. Yeah, come on. Okay, these are obviously not their top dogs here. These are, dudes that probably just started a week ago, right? Like this dude, he's looking right at her, right? Anyway, they're being watched, right? And they also showed Benimaru here, who I guess I was expecting them to showcase him being watched as well, but then I realized it's Benimaru. What are they going to do anyway? What if he is helping the 8th? What are they going to do, right? He's regarded as the strongest captain, so they can't do anything against Benimaru. So they didn't show anyone watching Benimaru, but I'd imagine that they know, or that maybe someone is and it just didn't show him. I'm not sure, but then it's not like they can do anything to him anyway. That's just my thoughts. So we're gonna go here to this scene, showcasing light and dark, yin and yang, sun and moon, right? The 8th have always been this just like shining light of the Fire Force, right? They've always been doing good, always think that, they're trying to do good, and they got to go over to the dark side because now they're rebels and now they're branded as traitors. So they got to go over there with my boy Joker and the professor, right? But mainly my boy Joker. They got to go over there. So this is pretty much showcasing the dark and the light, yin and yang, right? So I like this scene here. So let's go to another one where we have I'm disappointed in him, mainly because I thought in the last episode when he kneeled down and he, swore his allegiance, I thought he got brainwashed by Hamiya, but he didn't. This is just this man devotion to his his religion or whatever he believes, because he deep down he says he saw some being that was worth, swearing his allegiance to. So I I'm disappointed in him, mainly because it seems like he is going to be like a final boss, right? He's going to be a final boss. Now I'd like to see that fight, and I'm looking forward to seeing that fight. But it seems like he's going to be like a final boss, and I'd like it to be Benimaru against him, which is what I said in my last video. But judging by the scenes that are happening in this episode, it might be Shinra or Joker versus him, or whatever the case may be. But I'm disappointed in this character. I'm very disappointed in this character. But we'll see how it all plays out. Jumping to this scene here, right? We see Gold shows up, who's a destroyer. This is the insect they plan to implant Captain Obi with. This insect here. It's going to turn him into Inferno. They're going to, praise the sun, and they're just going to kill him. Right? So whether it happens or not, there's so many people that saying that Obi, they need him. Right? They need Obi. Joker said that in this episode as well, that they need Obi. So I doubt he dies, but if he does, that's not expected at all. I doubt it, but we'll see what happens. We got that scene, and then we have this scene where Joker and Shinra show up, and they're just standing there waiting for anyone to oppose them. Now, Joker says that he's going to protect Shinra. Shinra says that he's strong enough to go up against Burns and the Evangelist, but he said that he cannot beat Benimaru. So for those people saying that Burns is that dude who can beat, I don't know. But at the end, they did the preview did show Burns looking legit. Now, he does look legit here. They do show Burns looking legit. I'd like to see him fight Benimaru at full power, but I don't think we're going to get that. I really don't think we're going to get that. But I digress. This episode was an 8 out of 10 expedition leading up to a climax, which I think is probably going to be in the next 3 or 4 episodes. Because in Fire Force, they do like to talk and they like to drag on fights a bit. But I did enjoy this. I did enjoy it. It is necessary. Don't get me wrong. It is necessary. But again, I enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you want to see Benimaru versus Burns, or do you want to see Shinra versus Burns, or even Joker? Joker versus Burns. But if it's Shinra versus Burns or Joker versus Burns, it'll probably be the both of them, I would assume. Benimaru it'll probably just be him. But let me know what you guys think about this episode down below in the comments. That's all I have for this one. As usual, keep on keeping on.